Stay connected with Newsnet. Like us on Facebook and follow us on Twitter to add the latest news and headlines to your feed. Stay up to date on giveaways and promotions, and even watch Newsnet live. Just search for Newsnet on Facebook or Twitter. More news, more often. This is News.
Good afternoon, everybody, and Happy New Year to you. I want to express my appreciation for the opportunity to be back with you all today to start the year. I want to report to you that Donna and I had a great Christmas, and we're looking forward to wonderful things in 2019. I hope all of you had a joyous Christmas and share my enthusiasm, my optimism for our state in this new year. Well, as I was saying, I am extremely bullish on the future of Louisiana. I am optimistic because of the foundation for success that we've laid over the last few years, but particularly last year when we were able to stabilize our budget for the long term, thanks to a bipartisan compromise plan that we passed last summer, and we turned deficits into surplus. And at the same time, we've been able to provide the people of Louisiana a net tax reduction from last year to this year of right at $600 million. In 2018, we reached the lowest unemployment rate we've seen in a decade, and Louisiana's employment currently is at a near record high with well over 2 million individuals employed in our state. Since the beginning of 2016, we've attracted 113 major economic development projects. These projects are producing $30.7 billion worth of new capital investment in Louisiana, and collectively they're resulting in 27,500 new jobs while retaining more than 19,000 existing jobs across the state of Louisiana. The percentage of people in the in the state of Louisiana who are uninsured has been cut in half since I became governor, down from almost 1 in 4 to right at 1 in 10 because of the Medicaid expansion. The number of people incarcerated has been reduced, and we are no longer the nation's #1 incarcerator. And that's the first time in decades a governor of our state's been able to say that. And we're not only saving money, we're promoting public safety. At the same time, higher education has been funded without a reduction for the second time in a row, and for only the second time in 10 years. We fully met our obligations to all of our students on TOPS, and need-based aid for higher education through the GO Grant program is being funded currently at the highest amount ever. So these are the types of things that I believe have positioned us for even greater success as we move forward. And I want to discuss some of the goals for this year. As you probably know, I've already announced that my #1 priority for this legislative session is to take the first step in a multi-year plan for investing in our K-12 schools, teachers, and school personnel. But really, it's an investment in our children. The most precious natural resource that God has entrusted to us are our children, and there's nothing more important than their education to set them up for success, as well as the success for the state of Louisiana collectively. My continued goal in advancing equal pay legislation is to rid the state of its status of having the largest gender wage inequity in the country, to make sure that we are paying people what they are worth, and that we don't unnecessarily trap children in poverty because we're not paying their parents what they should be paid. And we know that we have a lot of single women, especially in the state of Louisiana, who are raising children. So I'll be advancing legislation to eliminate pay secrecy by prohibiting employers from taking action against employees for inquiring about, discussing, or disclosing their wages or another employee's wages. I'm also committed to ensuring that every applicant for health insurance will be able to access coverage no matter their health status. And in the coming weeks and months, we'll be detailing even more initiatives to include strengthening safety measures at K-12 schools, fighting against opioid addiction, reducing red tape for Louisiana businesses and professionals, spurring economic growth in low-income communities, and promoting veteran-owned businesses. And this last goal is one that I know you all share with me. And that is in 2019, it is my intention not to have a single special session of the legislature.
If you or a